My name's Katie, and I thought today we could read a story from this book, In a Dark, Dark Room. My daughter's really into spooky stories right now, and this has some spooky stories in it. We won't read one that's terribly spooky, but I had someone ask me an interesting question the other day, which is, what is a word? And you know what? You know all kinds of words already, don't you? Can you think of some words? Word is a word. You is a word. Me is a word. Book is a word. Wall. Hair. All of these things are words. And they're the smallest form of an idea, of a thing, that represents something. So there are smaller parts of language, right? There are different letters. There are sounds, like t or ba. But a word has meaning on its own. And a word is kind of like a leaf on a tree. So there are many leaves, and maybe one branch, if you thought of as a sentence. There would be many leaves on a branch, most branches. And then in a whole story or a paragraph, there would be many branches on the tree, which would account for many more leaves, right? But today we're going to look just really closely at words. So this story takes place in a forest. It's called In a Dark, Dark Room. So just listen carefully. And I want you to pay special attention to how I point to the words as I'm reading the story. In a dark, dark wood, there was a dark, dark house. And in that dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark room. And in that dark, dark room, there was a dark, dark chest. And in that dark, dark chest, there was a dark, dark shelf. And on that dark, dark shelf, there was a dark, dark box. And in that dark, dark box, there was a ghost. That's the end of the story. It was a short one, wasn't it? Did you notice what I was doing with my fingers? I'm going to write the title of the book right up here. In. Is that a word? Yeah, that's a word, isn't it? In. That tells us that there's one of something. In a dark. Is dark a word? Yeah. When there's no light or little light. In a dark. Da. Is da a word? No, that doesn't mean anything to me. In a dark. Oh, it's dark. In a dark, dark. They say dark, dark twice. Dark twice. Because it's a very dark. In a dark, dark room. Is room a word? Yes, it's a place, isn't it? That has meaning on its own. In a dark, dark room. So, when I was reading the story, I was following along with my finger, wasn't I? From word to word. In a dark, dark room. And an easy way to tell if there's a word, or if you're in the middle of the word or not, is that at the end of the word, there'll be a space. And that makes it easier to read, right? Makes it clear. So, in, space, space, dark. There's some punctuation there. Space, dark, space, room. In a dark, dark room. So maybe one thing that you can try the next time someone is reading you a story is to follow along with your own finger. Following along with the words. In a dark, dark room. Have a great day.